George Clooney is one of the most famous Hollywood actors known for his roles in blockbuster films like Ocean's 11. By the time, Meghan Markle, the former bright television actress from the TV show Shuns, married Prince Harry and became the Duchess of Sussex in the British royal family. So, what do these two celebrities have in common? Now, apparently years back, before Meghan married Harry, she had a trip planned to Italy, or rather a fashion event she was supposed to be part of but nowhere to stay over. Kind of asked Clooney if she could borrow his beautiful Italian villa for the trip. Clooney, however, turned down her request, tongues now wagging about their relationship and reasons he wouldn't go. Now, let me put into context the actual alleged incident, that, it was said, this happened in 2016 when Meghan was best known as an actress on Suits rather than a royal. She had aspirations to raise her public profile in fashion and style. At the same time, the annual Milan Fashion Week took place, within which top designers from all over the world presented their new collections. Meghan, according to sources, was willing to attend in her capacity as an actress with a penchant for fashion. However, the problem lay in the fact that she did not have a place booked in Italy for the time the event was going to be held. This is when she apparently emailed George Clooney, who possesses a sprawling mansion in Lake Como, Italy. The property includes an 18th-century villa on the sumptuous shores, amid beautiful grounds and sweeping views. It was to play host to Meghan as its celeb guest for Fashion Week. But Clooney refused to lend his villa to Meghan and upset her. His wife, Amal, even told him not to make the mistake of lending the house to someone whom they didn't know that much. While no explicit reasons were given, most presumed it was due to privacy and security concerns. Clooney and his family like to keep their Lake Como home a private place for downtime away from Hollywood. Hosting a virtual stranger could compromise that. It's unclear exactly how well Clooney knew Meghan at the time or if they had met in person before. After all, they are fellow actors and public figures that make company among the same line of social. They might actually have met, but they weren't close acquaintances. From this view, obviously, letting Meghan stay at his villa that he shares with his wife and twins is a no-go. One major consideration would have to be security, since the property would not be prepared to have enough space to house the number of celebrities comfortably. Of course, this little incident would probably be no grounds for notice in and of itself, but only 2 short years later, in 2017, Meghan shared that she had been dating Prince Harry, and the rest is history. She went on to marry Harry, who became the Duchess of Sussex and a part of the British royal family. Since the moment she was thrust into her new, highly publicized royal role, people have started taking a closer look back at her pre-Harry life as an actress. Reports have found that before the big Milan fashion event, Meghan had reached out to Clooney to borrow his Italian vacation home. Without the context that she was now the Duchess of Sussex, it read like a rather entitled request from a relatively obscure American actress to make use of the villa of a multimillionaire celebrity with very little notice. Probably didn't help the fact that Clooney is one of the biggest names in Hollywood, considered quite the catch for any single woman at the time. It added fuel to the growing speculation that Meghan was actively looking to raise her global profile in fashion circles. Of course, the rejection from Clooney now carried with it new implications for Meghan as a royal figure. The rejections now all had an entirely different level of meaning in the context of her new life. While there was certainly nothing between the two of them, Clooney did help refuel occasional tabloid gossip with his refusal to accommodate Meghan's request, suggesting a minor celebrity feud between the big Hollywood star and the up-and-coming royal bride. Naturally, neither Clooney nor Meghan have ever openly commented much on the situation to fuel the rumors. But, since, in countless interviews Clooney has always been, a very big fan of Meghan's, always speaking very positively about the Duchess and making a number of public shows of support for the Duchess and Harry. He further distanced himself from any idea of there being a feud and praised the royal family. Meghan, for her part, never had a bad word to say about Clooney, never attempting to, perhaps, suggest that she was harboring any lingering bitterness over not being given use of his villa. In the end, what was likely a minuscule scheduling conflict before Meghan's royal appointment was turned into international tabloid fodder post facto. Of course, the requests for private accommodation between the celebrities are common and do not usually make their way into the press. But add into the mix an immense fascination with the British royals across the globe, and even the smallest of Meghan's pre-Harry interactions were getting and received disproportionate attention and analysis. Everything about her life prior to joining the royal family came under intense scrutiny and dissection. While George Clooney may very well have had to tell Meghan no, for reasons of privacy and security without any ulterior motive, that said, the incident took on a bizarre new magnitude given what was to happen thereafter for the actor-to-be.